Hey everybody, I hope you are doing fabulous. Let's get into it, man. I'm excited. I have been having such a great time playing this game. To be honest with you, in terms of what I want to talk about or whether or not I'm going to give monologue during this game in terms just about this game, I'd prefer to do that. I love getting contracts. It just depends on how I play. Sometimes I go after them and sometimes I go after different ones, or sometimes I just look for players. It just depends on what's available. In this particular one, I did. Let's talk about these vehicles, man. These vehicles are crazy. Um, I really love this. I don't know, anti-aircraft vehicle that it's a deuce and a half or a quarter ton or deuce and a half truck with an anti-aircraft gun on the back, and you can use it against people. And it's incredible. It really works for suppressing snipers when I get shot at. And I like to move around the map quite a bit, so I do get shot at, and I don't like snipers. This is a long fight for that gun that he's using, or they're using, and not so much for the cannons, right? And then of course it protects you against the airplanes, and the airplanes can see you, and some players are pretty good at flying the airplane. So really, it just makes sense if you move a lot to go after a vehicle like this. I've gone against other players who use these vehicles, and we've had shootouts, and it's been close. I don't think I've lost one yet. I'm sure it's coming now that I've said that. I want to jinx myself. All right, so let's get into this. We're gonna head over here. Other plane just flew above me. I'm gonna try to shake him and get him to come back. I like shooting planes out of the sky. I have several videos that you can check out on YouTube here on this channel of me destroying planes. Speaking of which, let's continue with the discussion about vehicles. There's a guy right here. I really first, I don't know how I missed that guy, but I really think that they should get rid of the helicopters and keep the airplanes and let us use any gun we want. And they can keep these vehicles too, for all I care. I don't care. Or they could put the Deuce and a Half more contemporary does drive a little better than these. So it would be nice maybe if they just put the ATC gun on or the anti-aircraft gun on the Deuce and a Half. That would be handy. And then if they would put it on, because I mean, it's just graphical coding, right? Go ahead and play it up here. So yeah, I mean, the helicopters versus the airplanes. I don't know where. I mean, honestly, I prefer the airplanes, to be honest. I like the dogfights. Those are a lot of fun. I haven't been in one in a while because I've been playing on the ground using this truck strat to get kills and stuff. I've gone back to hunting kills. And I try to get away from this truck. I really do. I try just to run around on my own, my little bare feet, and flappy-did-appy, doing my thing. But here's the thing, dude. I get killed in the storm so much because I'm getting engaged in a gunfight. You're running your little feet off. It doesn't matter. You could be in circle, but if you're too deep in circle, you're just going to be dealing with campers. Which is actually kind of food for thought, okay? What I could do is just take one of these trucks into center circle and just, shoot the buildings. I bet you I'd hit a bunch of campers. But the outer edge is where you get all your more active players who are forced to move, or the players who like to move, or the players who play the Iceman Isaac strategy of pinwheeling or whatever the hell. And it's so crazy because you can get someone pinwheeling right into you, and that's kind of the point, right? So that you get them in front of you, and they're coming at you. So sometimes that happens, and sometimes you end up behind them. But the problem always is when you get into these gunfights around the edge of the circle is you have three enemies. You have your exhaustion, right? And then you have the gas, and you have the enemy that's shooting you. And you could have more, third party enemies, which probably makes more sense than your exhaustion. But really, it depends on what you're carrying. I mean, I know players have talked about dropping, equipment so that they can shoot, or run faster, or transitioning over to, I think, what is it, the precision airstrike or something, and they can run faster with that too. Or I think it's precision versus cluster. Anyway, but man, it just doesn't make sense that you wouldn't get one of these vehicles or a vehicle. And honestly, I think if you had a full squad that knew how to play together well, you could have 2 people in this vehicle and 2 people flying planes, and you really could bring some havoc down on folks. Because right here, if someone was getting out to lay down suppressive fire against that guy, meanwhile I'm dropping some, bombs on him, you can clear the map with coordination. And so that's kind of why I like playing solo, is because I can create coordination with myself. And that's another reason why I choose the vehicle, is to help with the guy painted action. That's kind of why I've been playing so much solos, is because of coordination. It allows me to coordinate with the vehicle, my attack on it. And I've learned a lot, because one thing is, I needed to learn a lot about this map to be comfortable. And I'm much more comfortable around this map, especially the side of the map. Got shot. Anyway, just traveling around the map on this vehicle has been handy. And I know there are spots that I need to learn probably for on foot, but I do spend quite a bit of time on this side of the map on foot as well. Just really depends on how well the vehicle is handling, and how much life I have in the vehicle, those kinds of things. But look how much faster you can travel. I mean, it just makes sense. You can get from one side of that little area to the other, and now I can replay myself, get in a better position. I don't know why. That's so funny. I don't know what he was doing. Should have ran. He should have ran. And now I know if someone does this to me, I need to run. He should have ran, or he should have tried to get closer. Maybe he was thinking I didn't see him. I mean, I'm sure that I drive by people in the bushes all the time. All the time. I try to be more mindful and look, because I didn't really think about it, but really that guy wouldn't have survived if there had been somebody else around. But anyway, I try to look in the bushes when I'm driving, because they will hide in the bushes, and then like this, they'll try to move behind you thinking you're not paying attention. Anyway, so yeah, man, but this game has turned out to be a lot of fun, and I know that they have fixed a lot of the glitches. I still see from time to time some of the glitches, but by and large, it's a lot better, and it's a much more enjoyable game, and I hope people stick with it, because it's so much fun. There's so many different variables now, or it's so versatile. Like, you can fly a plane and be shot down, and then you have to work, what does the shot down pilot have to do? There's so many neat dynamics in this game. And paying attention to your mini map when you are a pilot, so that someone goes to a gunner, to a vehicle like what I'm driving, or one of the static ones, that you dive down, you get low, because it's hard to shoot. Now, I will say, it turns out that the lower you get on these trucks, the easier it is for these trucks to kill you. So that would be right there. Man, crazy. Don't mess with it. Just get back, Jack. Get back and get plated. I just took all your plates from you. And I don't know what this guy up here is gonna do. Working the gas, trying to sneaks. Gosh, this gun. I'm still leveling it up. I'm excited to see what it does when it's leveled. But that pistol is leveled, and it is so much fun to shoot somebody with that pistol. It's an automatic pistol that shoots fire bullets. Alright, this vehicle is dang near foot. I have to be careful. Alright, this is gonna be easy. Watch. It's too easy, man. Too easy if you're driving a vehicle by one of these. I wouldn't have come this way if I saw that vehicle. This vehicle, and I would have gone back to the look. He's being shot at from behind. I didn't know that. Yeah, I probably should have stayed back in retrospect on this. This is the end of the game. This vehicle is cooked. I do have my loadout, so I feel pretty comfortable. Try to shake him up a bit. Alright, the vehicle's done. I'm gonna... Yeah. Alright. Gotta get this guy in here. Yeah, man, so... Like I said, it's so much fun. I've had such a great time playing. I've gotten so much better. It's been such a blast. I'm excited to play with my friends again, and that's pretty much it. But the guy had, I slowed it down so I could look at it. Just a lot of good leg shots. Plus, I have my back to him while I'm shooting that other guy. What am I gonna do? He had good control of his back gun though. Holy crap! Man. Can't get back to it. Go for that gun. Alright, be well, be awesome, be the person that your dog thinks you are.